Tutorial for sonic sorcery. If you are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Stefan Key, and on this channel we look at how we can create magic with sound, and I'm mainly focused on meditation music, sound healing music, shamanic down-tempo music, so music that is supporting the listener to expand their consciousness, to raise their frequency, and to get into a state of peace and bliss and all the good stuff. And today I have a special episode for you. I want to show you what I'm working on currently, my current live set. And the live set is based only on my templates, right? So for those of you who don't know my templates, let me show you like a quick example. So I switch now to Ableton 10, right? So here we have, for instance, the Deep Shamanic Journeys template, which is the template I have created to create ambient sound journeys and shamanic down-tempo music. And you can see it has all those different groups with all those different elements. And of course I could, like perform a live set, from here, just choosing some of the sounds, starting with the drone. Oh, the compressor's on. Starting with the drone sound and then bringing in some nature sounds. The forest here. And then bringing in a pad sound. Slowly fading in the volume. And then going to the drums maybe. And all that works fine because it's all like related to each other in a way. It's been recorded and created in a way that it works. So you can be like totally intuitively, but also some people find it overwhelming, and they said like, yeah, but how do you use that for live performance? Because it can just be a lot, to have all those elements to choose from. And this is a smaller template. I have a lot bigger ones like the down-tempo shamanic or the organic shamanic house templates. They are even a lot bigger, so it might get a little bit confusing. So let's have a look at how I structured it. All right, so this is my live set that I've created with the idea to be able to perform a whole journey starting from ambient, going to shamanic down tempo, going to up tempo at some point, but I'm not there yet in the creation of the live set, and then going back to sound journey. So basically to be able to play events like ecstatic dances, just with a live set, being able to fully improvise. And the way that I set it up is I have in total 16 channels, but the first 8 channels, they are what I call like the harmonics and the ambience and effects. And you see we have the nature sounds, then the drone sounds, the pads, Atmo pads, 2 instruments, and then 2 effect sounds. And this is the first section, and then I have the next section of 8 channels where we have the rhythm section or the beats, So we have the kick and the bass, the shamanic drums, 4 percussion sounds, and then just 1 extra channel for whatever else we think we might need. But so far, mainly 4 channels were enough for the percussions. Why did I do like 8x8? It's because I have 2 controllers, and most of the MIDI controllers that you have for live performance, be it the Push or the Akai APC or the Launchpad, you know, like all these controllers are based on the 8x8 grid. And it just so showed itself as a good concept to use it 8x8. So I decided to have 8 for the harmonics, because I have both controllers. I have the Launchpad Mini and I have the Push. So with the Push, I'm controlling the first 8 channels here. And then with the Launchpad, I'm just triggering the clips for the beats. So let's see, you know, how this works, like a little bit of a demonstration, and then we can actually see how I created this, like walking you through the workflow of it, right? So let's say we want to start like with the nature sounds, right? So I play this clip, bring in the volume slowly, and then imagine this is the beginning of a venue, of an event, you know, like, so people are just arriving. So we build up slowly, bringing in some meditation sounds here. And those are kind of transition sounds. So now with this, I can slowly lead into the drone. You know, and all those sounds here, they're all from the templates and they're all pre-selected. And how I did that, I will show you in a bit. So now that this finishes, you can bring in this pad as well. Building slowly. Right, and now we could bring in maybe a shamanic drum. And maybe a shaker. And another transition sound that then brings us into the melody. You know, and this is where we can just keep building, and I have the option, you know, to either go like fully ambient without all of the percussions here, you know, and I can go through the whole set just ambient, which is great for sound journeys. But if I want it to be more rhythmical, you know, I can just add a couple of percussion sounds. You know, and slowly work my way from top to bottom and have this very intuitive, but in a way pre-organized live performance. All right, so I can go like from scene to scene, you know, and this is how it's intended, in the sense that I chose the sounds, how they were working well with each other. But I can also like totally mix it. Let's say, you know, we are at a venue and it's already late, and you know, you want to match the vibe and you create a night vibe. So then you go with a different set of sounds. You know, but then we can still bring in the melody. So we are like super flexible in a way still, right? Because it's all working together in the same keys. So, you know, in the first section, I was using only sounds from the deep shamanic journeys and the shamanic dreams. As you can see here, DSJ means deep shamanic journeys and SD means shamanic dreams. And then as I progress later here, you can see with the tempo, here I go into 75 and 80. Then I switch to the the down tempo Shamanico, which is more like 80 BPM and it's in C minor. So we need to find a transition there. And then I use this, and then at some point I will include the organic shamanic house template as well to be able to play 120 BPM stuff. So let me show you how you can set up your own live set, right? So let's go back to Ableton 10 and, you know, let's open up the template that I've already prepared. If you look again here, you know, like we have those channels, right? So we need like 8 channels for the harmonies and effect sounds and 8 channels for the beats. And now I've already prepared that. And let's just highlight these and color them black. So now we have like black and white, you know, white for the harmonious and effect sounds, and then black for the beats. And now we need to set it to 60 BPM, obviously, because hey, get out of the way here. How do we close this? 60 BPM. No, there it is again. Dang. Why is it still there? Turning that to 60. All right, and now I'm opening the browser. And if you go here in the browser, if you go to Places, right? And here you can add folders from your hard drive or from an external hard drive or whatever. And you know, you just need to go to add folder and then you choose it. And then it shows up here. And here I have my Ableton packs with all the templates, right? So let's start with the beginning. So we want to start with the Deep Shamanic Sound Journey template, which is the more ambient and the more sound healing one. So let's open that up, right? And here we have it. So you can open that up further and here you see all the groups. So let's start with the nature sound, right? So I take the forest sound first. And now let's play it. Turn down the volume a little bit. All right, so let's say this is the first thing. And now I'm gonna find a drone sound that fits the vibe. So I'll probably go with the bright one, because this is a very bright mood. Okay, that's a bit high. Let's try this one. Yeah, I like this one. Right, so now let's go with the pad that fits. So we go to the pads and maybe try this one. You know, you can also pre-listen, like if you activate this headphone symbol here, that's a monitor symbol. So I don't know if you will be able to hear it on the video, but I can actually monitor those things here on my headphones and listen while this is playing, you know, if the sound fits. So now for now let's use this one. And then we have another one for the Atmo pads. And it's a bit loud. Turn this down a little bit, the pad here. And now for the Atmo pads, I switch. I go to the Shamanic Dreams template and I go to the pads, and here are some Atmo pads, right? So maybe let's find an interesting Atmo pad that fits here. Takes a little time because it's loading it from the external hard drive. Okay, so what I find is that those are a little bit too eerie and mysterious. They don't fit the vibe, and I don't need to have them in here right now. And remember, we're just in the intro section, right? So maybe we skip this for now. let's find a nice instrument. So we go back to the Deep Shamanic Sound Journeys, check the instruments here, and maybe didgeridoo is nice. So let's bring in that one. Right? So when I hear the didgeridoo, I instantly feel we need a shamanic drum. So let's find that next. Maybe this one. Right, so now we have the drum, turn it down a little bit. Perfect, I want it to be at -12. So now we have that, and let's find maybe some transition sounds. So we go here to the ambience and effect sounds, right? And maybe, yeah, maybe not. Why not put some chimes in here? And maybe another one as well. And here we want to put in the wind chimes and maybe the meditation bells. So we have a little bit of options here. Alright, and let's see if we can make it work also with another instrument here, maybe some flutes or something. Let's see, okay. Yeah, Native American flute melody could be cool. Let's see. Oh, if you double click it, it will create a new channel. That's not what we want. So we have to just click once and then drag and drop. So I just take it and drop it here. So let's see. And if we want, we can add some more percussions. Alright, so let's go to the percussions here. Maybe let's add a shaker first. So you have a shaker here. And maybe let's take another one, shake it with a rain stick. And now let's find some nice percussions here. Maybe the conga. Or maybe let's try the bongos. Yeah, like the bongos. And we don't have a kick and a bass yet because that is still like totally the intro, and we want this to be more ambient than 4 to the floor. So let's see how this works with the ditch again. Yeah, that works all well together. So basically, you know, this could be our first piece, right? So let's rename this intro. And now let's find something that we can transition into, right? So the idea would be, you know, we start with the nature sounds and the drones, and we also end with something like that. So let's imagine, you know, we're building it down again. So we take off the drums, take off the bongos. Obviously the ditch is still playing, so that needs to go down slowly at some point. It's always nice to have some transition sounds while you're doing it, right? So then now we have the wooden, and while they play we can slowly bring down the ditch, so it's not that obvious. And let's see, we have the forest sounds. So let's bring them down. And now let's change the scenery a bit. So now we want to find a new nature sound. Maybe we go for the jungle ambience and bring that in. And now we're preparing the second track. Right, so now we're shifting to the jungle ambience. And let's bring this drone down. Right, so now we have that playing, and that's fine. And now let's go in maybe more like a darker drone. Let's find the jungle drone and bring that in, see how that sounds. Right, so now we're shifting into a little bit more mysterious vibes. So now we need to find stuff that works with that. Right, so let's find a pad. Maybe this one. They work well. Okay, and now let's find another instrument. So we go here to instruments and maybe take the hang. Let's see how that feels. Okay, I like the hang, but it's not really working so well with this pad here, so we need to change this. Let's try maybe this one. Okay, that works. So now let's find a new drum and new percussions. New shamanic drum here. That works. And let's check the percussions here. Maybe the darabuka. Oh, that one not so much. Maybe this one. Okay, let's try the djembe. See, it was because of the EQ. Here we did cut out a lot of frequencies, that's why it sounded so weird. So let's try the darabuka again. Yeah, here we go. I like that. And Now, you know, let's check some more percussions in the Shamanic Dreams, because it's in the same tempo. And maybe let's get some tree percussions going here. So I put it over here. Nice. And maybe another shaker from over here. And one more. You know, something like that, and we have our next track. So you see, the idea is always to find elements that work with each other, and then at some point you build it down again, and then you listen to with what you're left, like with how you would end the track, right? So again, we would probably end the track on a drone or something. So if we turn everything off, except maybe those drones here. So now I want to hop more into the Shamanic Dreams. So I'm going to take a nature sound from there. Yeah, why not? Let's bring in some water here. Alright, so we bring in the water for the next track. And maybe we turn off this drone, have this still playing. And now let's find a drone from here actually. And see if they work together. They should, they are in the same key. And they do, perfect. So now let me find another transition sound here. No. We have the Shamanic Atmos effect rack, which is actually the best option here, because it offers us a lot of different effect sounds and transition sounds. So you see here, actually I also have it as part of the live set. You see I have it in here because it allows for a wide range of different transition sounds, right? Like something like that. So we can just, you know, play with that instead and make the transitions there. So now we have that. So maybe, you know, the next one will be to find a pad again. So go here to the pads in the Shamanic Dreams template now. Open the normal pads here. Pad number 1, let's see how that goes. They work together. And they do. So now I have this one. And let's find a nice instrument. Maybe one of the drums here, the happy drum or something. Let's try that. So I like this, but I don't like the pad so much. Let's find another pad. You know, and this way you can okay, this one doesn't work either, so it's also nice like that. We don't always need a pad, you know, because we have the drone, and this is pretty atmospheric. Let's just work on the beat here instead. So let's go to the drums here as bass. So this is kind of like the bass line. Let's put it here. Create some rhythm. And let's also get a kick drum. That's nice. And then let's bring in some more percussions. We have nice tribal percussions here. Okay, this can go over to the shakers. Yeah, this creates a bit more movement and dynamic, like it. And let's see, maybe this one. You know, something like that. But again, you can recycle stuff, so you can take the bongo and bring it here. Also works nice in here. You know, and so on. So I hope you get the idea. If you are supporting me on the Academy for Sonic Sorcery, you will be able to download this live set here. And if you want to find out how to do that, you know, there's a link on my YouTube channel, and this is the Academy. And we have different membership tiers, but no matter if you're like Adept or Mage, you will be able to download this. And if you're interested to get one of those templates, you can just go to my website, harmonicresonance.com. You go to the templates, and I have a mega template bundle on discount right now. So you get all my templates, all my shamanic down tempo and ambient templates, and 3 hours of online coaching with me. So, you know, we can have a look at whatever you want to learn together online in a one-on-one session. So this is on sale right now if you're interested. And also you can get just one of these if you just are on a smaller budget and you just want to start out maybe with the intro version here, like the deep shamanic sound journeys, then that's also totally possible. And yeah, so I hope you found that inspiring. And for those of you who can download this, I hope you have a lot of fun playing around with it. And the next video will take some time because I'm on a private Ableton retreat right now. But then after that, I will show you, I'm working on an album actually also based only on the templates for an ecstatic dance experience. So this will be the next tutorials. I will show you how I, like, first of all, what that is, and how I work on my album with the templates, how I create different tracks with different styles. So that's going to be really exciting. So yeah, thank you for watching. Have fun creating magic, and see you in the next video.